An emotional day in downtown Los Angeles. The statue unveiling of Kobe and Gigi Bryant was held in a private setting. The date, 8/2/24, symbolic. Of course, the numbers worn by Kobe and Gigi. The statue, an amazing, beautiful tribute of Kobe and Gigi sitting courtside. It was the last Laker game they attended back in December of 2019. Our Allie Clifton spoke with Lakers owner Jeannie Buss about this special statue unveiling.
Jeannie, thanks for taking the time. As always, another very significant day, not just for the franchise, but even on a more personal and deeper level. How would you just describe the emotions surrounding today's ceremony?
It's deeply personal, but then all fans love Kobe and Gianna so much that this gives everybody a moment to really have that personal time to reflect as to why they were so important to us. And I couldn't be happier with how the statue has turned out.
Obviously, girl dad. We heard Vanessa talk about it. It's been truly remarkable to see and hear her thoughts when you see the statue and to have Gianna a part of it. What is that telling you? What does it mean?
You know, the girl dad movement really took flight when Kobe and Gianna, the relationship that they had. So many dads would tell me, you know, that they wanted to relate through sports to their daughter, and Kobe kind of just opened that door and made it possible. And of course, Gianna, being a student of the game, really inspired him to continue to feed her, competitiveness, and it's inspiring a whole generation. And as we're seeing now with the crowds that are attending WNBA games, women's soccer games. I'm a product of Title IX from the 70s, and when Billie Jean King played Bobby Riggs, you know, we saw women's sports take a jump, but it's really finally mainstream, this really is symbolic of that journey.
How proud does that make you, just to see that continue to impact of their legacies?
You know, I had, girl dad hadn't been, a meme yet, but my father empowered me. And, he was the one who sat me down when I was 12 years old and said, watch Billie Jean King play Bobby Riggs, and really opening my eyes that anything was possible. And he fed that in me to be confident, to believe in yourself, and so many of the same messages that Kobe and Gianna and what this statue will invoke for many people when they visit.
And as you know, it's not just a statue, but the surrounding, the details of it. What is it you hope fans, as they get a chance to come and visit, take away from this?
It's a moment where they can come and really be reflective and, really ask themselves, why is this so important? How did he touch us in so many different ways? And I think, it really is about maintaining that message and passing that message on. And, I think this is really the perfect moment, and we've never seen anything like this in terms of the statues that go around sports. And we've got many great statues here of great players like Magic Johnson and Jerry West and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Elgin Baylor, but this is a different moment, and I encourage people to come and see it in person and really pay their respects and take a moment and realize what it means to be a parent of a daughter or a son, and encourage them to stay in sports and how important those bonds are.
Thank you so much. It truly is special, and we thank you for your time always, Jeannie.
Thank you.
And we appreciate Jeannie taking some time there. James and Prez, it's been 4.5 years since the tragic helicopter crash that killed all 9 passengers on board, and today Vanessa and the Bryant family in that private setting, the statue unveiling, and really when you look at that statue, a big game, and your girl dad as well, it's perfect.
It is, and it brings back some tough memories. Every time I think of Kobe and his daughter and the other young ladies that were on that helicopter whose lives were shortened and their careers were shortened as well. But this really is deserving, and it really hit it right on the mark, because that photo and the way he is holding her and protecting her and giving her a kiss on the forehead, that's him in his beanie hat too. I mean, it's just perfect the way we saw them in the arena right there. And it also makes me think of, the impact that Kobe had on the game and what he was doing after he retired with women in particular. He worked with a lot of guys, but he really was that girl dad. And he would take his daughters to, universities. He would work out with Taurasi and all these girls collegiately who are very successful now in the WNBA. He had a thing for his daughters, and he also had a thing for how he was going to impact women and the strength that they have. It just sucks that he didn't get a chance to prolong that, because I think what we see now in the WNBA and particularly has a lot to do with the impact of Kobe and what he was starting and the support that he was given. All the guys now following his footsteps. You see guys going to WNBA games now. They're sitting on the floor. They're participating and supporting. So I think a lot of that had to do with Kobe's impact as a girl dad and how he was engaged in women's sports.